Hi, I'm Kevin.
And I'm Sergey.
And we are the Tabletop Warlords. Once again, we find ourselves playing a game of
Beyond the Gates of Antares,
the best war game there ever was. And we feel pretty accomplished. Another merit badge for us. We finished all 6 of the original narrative scenarios from the version 1 rulebook. That said, we're very excited to be finished with narrative scenarios for a hot second. They're fun, but can get wonky. So it's a good old match scenario for us today.
We're bringing you an Antares classic today. 750 points. Scenario 1. No glitz, no glam, just blood.
I sure hope you're not sick of the Freeborn, because they're my new favorite army, and I'll be fielding them once again today.
And I'm going to be throwing a curveball at you. I'm playing the Concord Combined Command. It's C3 for me.
Just as a reminder, if you like this content, please like the video and consider subscribing to our channel and joining us here at the Tabletop Warlords.
And if you want to support this content and see it grow, please consider joining our Patreon campaign. Even $1 a month really goes a long way.
It's the truth. So let's get those armies out, show you what they're comprised of, and show you the beautiful table we have laid out for this week's episode. And here is my 750 point Freeborn skirmish force. I have dubbed this force the Doma Platoon. In any Freeborn 750 point army, you have to have 4 tactical choices, but you do have access to up to 7. You can have up to 3 support choices, 0 strategic, and up to a single auxiliary choice. To fill out the tactical choices in my army, I have taken 4 units of Domari. They are 97 points base. Each one of them has a Micro-X launcher for free. Each of those Micro-X launchers is upgraded to have sling net ammo for 5 points. And each leader is upgraded to have a plasma pistol instead of the mag pistol for 1 point, making each one of those squads 103 points total. And leading the charge, I have a single unit of Vardanari, the Vard's Personal Guard. 126 points base. They have sling net ammo added to their leader's X-Sling for 5 points, and they've been given a spotter drone for 10 points, meaning that they're 131 points total. Supporting my Doma platoon, I have not 1, but 3 Freeborn support teams. Each one of them is 34 points base, but I have 2 that have an X launcher, which is free. That X launcher has been given net ammo for 5 points, and each squad has been given a spotter drone for 10 points, making each one of them 49 points total. Now in the center there, I have a single team that has been given a mag cannon. The mag cannon is 10 points. They also have a spotter drone for 10 points, and then you can't see it right here, but I have a battlefield for 20 points, making it 74 points total. To help with the accuracy of this great host, I have a single unit of targeter probes, which is my only auxiliary choice, for 20 points. And that means that my entire army is going to be 749 points and going to be represented on the battlefield by 9 order dice. This is quite literally a battle of quantity versus quality, so I really leaned into the quantity. I brought as many Domari as I could. I like the Vardanari for their weight of fire as well, and I've decided to bring 2 X launchers because really that's just the best thing you can do against more advanced and tougher targets. Net ammo is just your best friend. So we'll see if quantity will take the day.
This is my 750 point Concord skirmish force. I have dubbed this list Howl's Hellraisers. In any 750 point Concord army, you must have 4 tactical choices. You may, however, have up to 6. You may have up to 2 support choices. You may have 0 strategic choices, and you may have up to 1 auxiliary choice. Leading my Concord onto the field, I have Hal 9000 himself. I've got a little funky with him. He's 51 points base, but I've spent 20 points on a battlefield, 10 points on a shield drone, and then 59 points each on adding 2 light support drones to his squad. So Hal's double barreling Gatling guns today. That entire squad comes out to 199 points. The rest of my tactical choices are filled up with identical C3 strike squads. Each one is 112 points base, but I have given each one a plasma lance for 3 points apiece. So each one of those squads is 115 points. I have also completely filled out my support choices with identical Concord light support drones. Each one is 59 points base, but I've given each one a battlefield, so they are 79 points total. My auxiliary choice is filled in with the classic Concord choice, a midi probe shard for 40 points. I have rounded out the point cost in my army by adding a 5-point army option, block. This army comes out to 747 points and is 7 order dice on the field. This is not your traditional Concord list. I kind of wanted to try something here. I just wanted to maximize both firepower and toughness, so I've taken as many Plasma Light supports as I can, as many battlefields as I can, and a Mediprobe squad, so hopefully I'm just going to be able to hail out bullets while eating them for breakfast.
We find ourselves on the surface of the arboreal moon Omega Viridi, where the forest meets the outskirts of a ruin of the 5th Age. Today's board is looking really great, and there's actually kind of a bit more variety as far as area terrain, so let's break it down real quick. We got an area of dense woodland right here. It is the large circle plus little circle. It is going to be dense, so you can't draw a line of sight between it. It is +2 to your res, and it is difficult -1. We also have quite a few patches of broken ground. It is just difficult ground and nothing else, so just a little bit of slowing down. We also have a few areas of light woodland, so you're going to be able to see through this, but it is -2 like any other light area terrain. +2 to your res, and it is difficult terrain, and that is mirrored right over on that side as well, another light woodland. We also have some scrubland. It is difficult ground, +1 to res, and obscures line of sight with a -2 if you're shooting through it, and we have another instance of it right there. And right here up against these buildings, we also have 2 instances of rocky fields that is the same stats as a light woodland, so it's -2 to shoot over it. It is +2 to your res when you're in it, and it is difficult terrain, no negatives. We also have 2 buildings on the field. They follow the exact same rules as normal buildings. We also have 2 vehicles on the field. Now me and Sergey have decided we're going to invent new terrain today. These are going to be considered what we're calling derelict vehicles. They are going to have the same rules as obstacles for crossing over them, but they are able to be crossed over at difficult, no negatives. And if you're occupying it, so just being up against it on one side, you're going to have +2 res. We also are using our custom rules for these 5th Age Ruin roads. It is basically if you start and end an advance or a run order movement on that road, it is going to give suspensor units an extra D3 inches in movement. Pretty neat. In the center of the field, we are also going to have a single area of rubble. It is +1 res like a scrubland. It is -2 to shoot through like any other light area terrain, and it is difficult ground. Quite a bit more variety than the last board we played on, and I'm pretty excited. This looks like it's going to be very fun.
My deployment is very simple. I've taken up a defensive position in the forest. I also have a satellite group here in the open, but ultimately I am just a Death Star waiting to fire.
Me having more order dice, I got a lot of the first dice pulled and the last dice pulled in deployment. So I basically built up a defensive line. My support teams have been nestled within and behind this light forest. I've spread out my Damari to make a nice line to react to whatever Sergey's Concord are up to, and the Vardnari are off to the flank, providing another angle for my spotter drones. Going into turn 1, the Freeborn have a order dice advantage, having 9 order dice. The Concord are going to have 7. Let's get these in the bag and see how this is going to go. Concord.
Yes! Forge forward, my brothers. HAL 9000 is issuing an advance order, and so is everybody else. Follow, follow, follow! First things first, I have to pass an agility test with HAL 9000 to get through the woods. 6s. Ow!
So you can do half.
2.5 inches is not that much to spread out, which is what I wanted to do, but this is essentially where my guys are going to be placed.
The big robots in a foresty area. It's tough.
I'm going to fire at the mag cannon in the light wood.
Darn it. I'm going to try to save him because he's a good target to shoot at. So my mag cannon team is going down.
Okay. I am at accuracy 6, -1 for long range, -1 for rapid fire, so I'm at 4s. Wow, horrible shooting.
Oh, that was only one hit, I'm sorry.
That is remarkably bad.
So you have to reroll that because I'm down.
Wow.
Wow, wiffle ball.
That's insanity.
That's why you go down.
My light support drone is going to move 5 inches away, hopefully. Looking for 6s. Well darn, I definitely can't make it to where I wanted to. I'm just gonna, I guess, move a little bit forward. 5 firing at Kevin's Damari in the wood.
Ooh, trees, save me. I'm your best friend.
Looking for 2s. I rolled a lucky, so I'm going to place it on Kevin's X launcher.
Typical. So I am at res 6, but it's +2 for the light wood. You are strike value 3, so I need to roll a 5 or lower. And I'm good, thank God, but I gotta get a pin. Don't forget, trees is good cover.
This strike squad is going to maneuver this way.
To the side, gotta get out of that forest.
Looking for 5s. Yes, finally. I'm shooting at Kevin's exposed Damari squad. I'm going to be at 3s to hit because I'm at extreme range, but there's no intervene.
And I'm going down. I went down, so Sergey has to reroll all 3.
No hits. Oh my god.
Damn, I'm getting lucky.
I'm going to be advancing my Concord unit this direction. Once again, agility test on 5s.
Jeez,
oh
please.
My goodness.
How's too rusty?
Moving what I can, which is not a lot.
You can't even shoot through your own drones now.
No, I sure can't.
Oy vey.
Yep. I may have had too much faith in my plasma light supports. That deployment might not have been the wisest.
Finally. First unit I will be using is my Vardanari. I'm gonna have them sprint over to this door right here. So basically, they're gonna occupy the building, and all I have to do is do a sprint check to see how many pins I'm gonna have.
As the rules of Antares go, Kevin has gotten to the door so he can permeate throughout the building, and he is going to take an advantageous spot on the roof.
Yes. My agility is 5. Oh, of course.
Oh.
So I get 2 pins.
All right,
That's
well,
hilarious.
at least we're both plagued with bad luck so far.
Oh, that's terrible. Freeborn again. My X-Launcher team is going to lob the first round of net across the field, aimed at the strike squad member who is closest to the drone. So basically, I'm trying to spread pins.
It's getting spooky in here, boys. We're going to attempt to do a run to cover order. My initiative is 7. Yes, I have successfully run to cover. I have placed this calibration unit so I know exactly where the edge line of Kevin's vision is, and we're going to get out of line of sight, causing the shot to whiff.
Freeborn again. I really want to start taking some casualties on the Concord, so these folks are going to be advancing a little bit further. Or no, I'm going to do a fire order because your unit has already run.
Oh, so. Just a full-on fire?
Yep,
all right.
React. Overhead's always first. So I am at extreme range, which means I'm -2. I'm almost -2 for always being overhead, so accuracy 6, I'm hitting on a 1 or a 2. And I missed with a 9, but we're going to scatter
Thank
that.
God for you, that wasn't a 10.
Mm-hmm. It is right here once again. I'll just set it. Oh, oof. Sorry.
Good enough.
And it only scatters 2 inches, so.
Yep, that is a hit.
It's gonna hit.
So then we'll take 2 pins.
Okay, my leader's plasma pistol is unfortunately too far away, so I can't shoot it all, but my 4 mag guns are at accuracy 6, -2 for extreme, and are gonna hit on 4s or lower.
Ooh,
None.
Man, we all suck.
But you know what? Hey, I hit you with sling net, and that is okay.
Yeah, that's honestly, that's the creme de la creme of your ammunition.
Freeborn again. My X-Launcher team will execute a fire order. I will target Hal himself because if this deviates at all, it's more likely to hit something going over here. So I don't want to aim here and then have the likelihood of something hit lessen. My X-Launcher team has to contend with aiming through a battlefield and at extreme range. So I'm only going to hit on a 1 or a 2. So misses. So let's see how it deviates. It's going to be 10 inches. So it's 5 inches. I'm going to measure it just to be certain.
Yeah, it probably does hit that back squad, right?
I don't know. Let's see. I have the worst luck with overhead. The worst. Every time it misses. Every time.
Because you don't pray hard enough.
It's you.
I'm going to be doing an advance order with my light support drone. This way. I am at accuracy 6, down to 5, because I have -1 for the building.
Yay.
So finally I got a hit.
One lucky. You can kill my spotter if you'd like, or you can, I mean, there's no one special other than my leader. Everybody else is armed the same way.
Screw the spotter, I'm targeting a regular guy. I'm here for blood.
Ooh. My res is 6, but I get +2 for being inside the building, so I'm up to 8, but then it's -3, so I'm down to 5s. So
oh my God.
I'm good, but I do get a 3rd pen, which sucks. Freeborn. The Damari squad I have safely tucked away behind the forest is going to try to advance so it can move into the forest and shoot. My agility is 5. So I'm good.
Ooh, look at you. You're the only guy in the universe
You can get through a forest.
Exactly. You must have special training.
The Damari will open up on his leader unit once more. The overhead fires first, and I will once again be aiming at his leader, especially now that I'm deviating a full 10 inches. Like I said, I want this to be able to deviate and hit something else. Got a lot going against me. He's got a battlefield, he's at extreme range, and overhead always gets -2, so I'm only hitting on a 1. I hit, well, that's dang close, but it still deviates.
May the winds of Omega Verity be strong this day. Yes.
8 inches in the wrong direction.
Oh, that's a definite whiff.
Okay, let's see how my other boys do. Once again, 4 mag guns firing. They're at extreme range, and there's a battlefield, so I'm only going to hit on a 1. Nope. And the next dice out. Freeborn again. 1 more unit of Damari left, and they do have a pen, so I have to take an order test to see if they're going to take my fire order. I'm looking for 7s or lower. And I'm good. Space Pineapple is going over HAL 9000 just like the last shot, so I'm only going to be hitting on a 1 again. I don't, so let's see how it deviates. It's just a D5 deviation this time. Thank you, Lord. It's just 1.
So
it's going to actually
hit
move.
just that 1 unit.
Yeah.
And also the Mediprobe, but it literally doesn't matter because it's just pens.
Cool. God loves Slingnet. That's 2 pens on his leader. 4 mag guns at extreme range, shooting through terrain, and a battlefield means I'm only hitting on 1. So once again, whiffles.
Nope. It's just me and Kevin's probe, so we don't need a draw for that.
Yep. So they're just gonna fly towards their respective targets. So that's gonna hide behind there. This is gonna move up here and be technically in the building, so I get res and negative to hit. This one is going to move up here in the terrain, so it gets res. And this one's gonna do the exact same thing, except for hide behind the dense forest.
Okay. I am going to fly 1 extra med probe over to these guys. I feel like they're going to need it. This med probe will also attach to them. These med probes, I'm going to put 1 there and 1 over here.
Okay, so cool. Now let's do our down orders. So I have 2 units down. I have a Damari squad that went down voluntarily and a mag cannon team that went down. So the Damari are leadership 8. We're good, and we get back the dice. The mag cannon also. So all the Freeborn dice go back in the bag. Going into turn 2, it is the exact same setup. 7 on the Concord side, 9 on the Freeborn. There will be blood.
Rick Priestley, I've always been faithful. Give me fire! Yes, it worked. I would be remiss if I didn't at least try to make my Death Star unit useful, so I'm going to attempt to move with Hal. He is at leadership 9 and down to 7.
Oh my god!
I go down, I do remove a pin, and
you lose dignity.
Yep, the emotional scar of this will never heal. Concord. I'm going to be doing a firing order with my light sport drone.
I am going to react by going down.
That's fair. It should be noted that here at the Tabletop Warlords, we like to keep current with any new tournament rule patches that come out. In an upcoming Gates of Antares tournament thrown by Warlords Games, they have nerfed all rapid-fire weapons to always be at -1, even if you are at effective range. You'll notice us taking that -1 in this firing order and a couple that have already occurred.
Yeah, we didn't really.
Yeah, we forgot to say something.
Oh, but the cool thing is too, though, is that rapid fire units can now choose to fire 1 shot at no negatives,
which I'm absolutely not doing.
Yeah, obviously. Okay, so you are at 7s, brought down to 6s because of the building.
Brought down to 5s because of rapid fire. 1 hit.
Okay, so I was down.
1 hit.
Okay, so I will take it on a leader, of course. I am at
5s.
5s because it's 8 brought down to 5. So I am good. But I do take 1 more pin, which gives me 4 dang pins. On another note of information we forgot to share with you, I've had a battlefield this entire time on my cannon team, so it's important to note that.
At least I missed you anyway. Providence struck there.
Yeah, because that was awful. Now the next dice is gonna be Concord again. Jeez Louise.
This pinned up unit is going to attempt to do a fire order. I will be splitting my fire, scatter fire with my regular guns into the Vardanari, and my lance shot into... Oh, Kevin turned off the lights by accident. You can't figure it out. Lance shot into that Damari squad. I must pass this roll on a 6. My command is 9, brought down to
8.
Oh! You
So-
summoned that 8 with your voice.
I'm sorry.
I blame you, sorcerer!
You do lose a pin though, but you unfortunately
Again, go down.
are forced down. It's a rough. I mean, there's a lot of firepower coming down the ways, so I don't blame
They've
them.
received none of it!
I said this was the round of blood, but since half the Concord have already gone, it might be turn 3 massacre. So finally, the Freeborn get to go unless you want to block it. You should totally block.
I don't think there's really a point right now.
Don't block too soon. We block too soon all the time.
Yeah.
The immediate predilection is like your body it's like the block just shoots out your like your brain.
It does. There's something about blocking the first die that just feels
Fuck.
good.
Currently, this Damari on my left flank is the only unit that presents a very easy target for his Concord soldiers. So rather than just let him have an easy round of shooting or try to kill him before he kills me, I'm going to advance this unit as far as they are able to go this direction, getting myself behind this derelict vehicle that's stacking with these rubble and basically trying to make it so that he's just not going to have as easy time getting rid of me. My unit is firing at his drone right over here. That's 36 inches. There are so many negatives involved in this shot that everything only hits on a 1, but the overhead has to be first. It's centered on the drone itself, so I missed, so we're going to see how it deviates.
The beauty of these guys is they're their own template base.
Yeah, they just stack the pineapple well. So this is a full D10 deviation, and it's 5 inches
it's gonna
forward,
be
so that's
a
going to be a
miss.
miss no matter what. Once again, the pistol's too far away to shoot as of yet. I got mag guns, and they got a chance of hitting on a 1. So
Nope.
unfortunately, no hits. I didn't have much of a chance, but it was my way of maneuvering out of being shot to hell and at least trying.
Yeah, that was definitely the right move.
So Freeborn once again. So if you're having hard times using targeter probes, it's because targeter probes take a great amount of patience. I know that half of his army is already gone. The other half isn't really in a great position to come after me. I have most of my order dices for my main fire position to go, so it is time. So these 2 targeter probes are going to swoop in from the edges and attach themselves
To Hell
this.
9000.
Yep, the HAL unit.
Okay.
Then these 2 probes, one hiding here, one hiding here, are going to attach themselves to
The down
the down
Concord
Concord
unit.
unit.
Okay.
So we're going to see how that does. It's Concord next.
I'm going to enact a firing order on those guys behind their battlefield here.
You're just at long range.
Just at long range, but there is a batter, so I am at -4, but my accuracy is 7. Looking for 3s.
Yes.
Oh, whiffs.
God, I'm so lucky. The Freeborn in their balsa wood armor hug the trees.
3, 2. You're very dramatically lit now. It is dramatic. I've whiffed all my shots. You're going in for the kill.
Freeborn. My mag cannon will be performing a fire order on his main unit containing HAL.
No, how?
So my base accuracy is 5, brought up to 6 for the fire order, but I'm at long range, which makes it down to 5. And then it has a battlefield, which is -2 more, so I'm down to 3. But I got 2 targeter probes, so I'm back up to 5. I get a re-roll if I miss this roll because I have a spotter drone. So I miss, I get a re-roll because of the spotter. I hit,
But I'm
now
down.
he's down, so I must re-roll. Damn it. Freeborn again. These Damari will fire at HAL's unit once more.
No, I just wanted to be friends.
I am once again targeting HAL himself, and this time it is going to deviate 2 less inches because of the targeter probe, so it's a D5 -2. That overhead is always -2. It also has a battlefield, which is -2. It is also at extreme range, which is -2, so I'm only hitting on a 1. So 9, I miss. It now deviates a D5 -2 inches.
It's a...
So that would be 4 -2 is 2.
yeah, let's call that 4.
Yeah, I don't know how we did that.
That's yeah, it like literally sunk into the terrain. We'll call
So,
it.
and it was going this way, so that's not going to hit anything else other than their unit. So it is 2 pens for being struck with sling net ammo. So the 4 mag guns I have are also subject to -2 for being at extreme range, -2 for having a battlefield they're shooting through, but I get +2 for the targeter and +1 for my fire order, so I'm down 1 to 4s. So, so 2 hits, I now get to re-roll those because he's down. And no hits. Darn it.
We done goofed. There's a lot of rules, and we just kind of forgot that weapons drones actually do not get a re-roll on a successful hit when they're down. So that last mag cannon actually totally hit Hal, and we got to figure that out.
All that being said, I do have a shield drone, so I need to not roll a 10 here.
Yes!
Hal is dead. Kevin still has 2 more shots on my guys from mag fire. And they're fine. Was that the first casualty of the game?
Yeah.
Oh my god, we've shot so much.
Freeborn again. So I'm going to be using my X launcher. It's tough to call which target I want right now, but I'm going to use my back unit to fire at his command squad, or his former command squad again.
Yeah, Hal's dead.
Right. I have 2 targeters on it, so I might as well use that advantage to try to get rid of 2 weapons drones. I am going to be using real ammo, so we're making this personal.
This shell is only going to be hitting on a 1. So I miss. Let's see how it deviates. Aiming at the drone that's closest to the other drone so that hopefully if it, deviates too far, it's right there. But it is a D5 -2. So it's going to be, that's a 3 or a 4? 1, 2 is 1, 2, 3, or 3, 4 is 2, 5, 6 is 3. So it's 3 -1. So he is only going to move 1 inch that way. So I think it does hit him.
Yeah, it definitely does.
So both of them are going to receive a pen for being hit, but let's see how many actual hits are generated. So that strike causes a D5 hits, a strike value 1, and that's 2. So each one takes 2. And do you want your shield drone to absorb it?
No.
Yeah, it couldn't absorb a mag cannon hit in the future.
So there's 1 on each person, right?
Yep, so this is the one from the command
squad.
squad.
Or 2 on each people?
Rolled a 2, so there's 1 hit on each squad.
Okay, so for the singleton man, he's fine. And for the command squad.
Fail!
Alright, roll on the damage chart.
Dead!
Oh god, I should have used the shield. Uh-oh, boys. Uh-oh. This is drone heaven over here with my coffee. Kevin is maneuvering himself into a pretty good position here.
Freeborn again.
Oh, it continues.
I gotta take advantage of my 1. It's now 1 targeter probe on that unit because 1 was killed. So I'm gonna be doing a fire order again.
Once again, real grenades coming down at me.
Yep.
No net ammo. Yeah.
Still only hitting on a 1. So I missed with a 2. Let's see where it goes. So it will be deviating a D5 -1. And I rolled a 1, so it
not
just
at all.
hits right on it. So let's see how many hits are generated. Come on, Tim. Come on, Tim. Yes!
Oh.
So that's 4 hits it's generated.
Well, I'm gonna get rid of one of them.
Get rid of one of them with the shield drone. Yep,
So he
the
does.
shield is done.
The shield is
So
dead.
you have to save 3, and it's 7 or lower. So 3 fails.
Oh no!
That was a really low.
Alright, roll. He's super dead. Oh my goodness gracious.
So the first order is taken out of the bag, and that was a hefty chunk of.
Yeah, that was 200 points you just destroyed.
Well, X launchers ain't nothing to mess with.
No, oh my god. The C3 combined command.
Your C3 are exposed.
Yep, I've got some pests to exterminate here. I'm going to do an advance order with that squad. I'm going to fire disperse shots into these little dudes, and I'm going to fire my lance into the Vardnari in the building just in case.
Okay.
Agility 5. Oh,
my
come on!
God. So you can only move 2.5 inches. Ooh, that is the you picked the most briar patch infested, creeper, viney, whatever forest.
Yep. There's just like gopher holes everywhere.
Yeah, everywhere you're stuck, you're just breaking your ankles and whatnot.
It's just Caddyshack up in that forest.
So you're gonna open up on these 2 poor targeters.
8 shots hitting on 5s on the targeters.
Okay.
I rolled that to a 5.
Yeah.
A 5.
So there's 3 shots. That is 4. Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see that. So it's 2 shots on each. They have a natural res of 5, and it's brought up to 7 from the forest. So dead.
Come on.
Fine.
For my shot on the Vardnari, this is kind of a desperation.
Hail Mary?
For me. Yeah, I'm at 2s to hit.
No, and you can't re-roll. Okay. Well, you don't have any probes anyways.
I've learned something. This battle report. The Damari have an insane powerhouse weapon at long range. I thought I was going to be able to go toe to toe with them, I was wrong.
I'm happy. My Freeborn I haven't had a single
They're
casualty, knock on wood.
Slaughtering me. Alright, let's.
Who's next?
It's you.
Okay.
With my next dice, I'm going to use my Damari squad right here. They're going to do a fire order into his Concord that are down, but I got 2 targeters on them, so I'm going to try to sling that up. So I will be aiming at the leader because it's standing next to this gentleman. Gentleman drone. And if I hit both, that's 2 pins on each. I will only hit on a 1 with all the negatives I'm dealing with. And I don't, so let's see how it deviates. It is a D5 minus 2 inches.
Oh, I can't see. What is it?
So that is a 3 minus 1. So it's going to go
fine.
this way a little bit, so it actually protects him.
That is
from
actually
being hit.
good, yeah. So I
And
get 2 pins on them, putting them up to 3. Oh god. This is so grim.
It's weird how I'm not like killing anybody.
You're not killing anybody, you're just spooking everybody off
Well,
the
except
field.
for like everything came together and all of a sudden it was just like goo goo goo.
Yeah.
It just annihilated the
Yeah.
drone. So I do have 4 mag guns that can fire. The pistol is still at extreme, or not, beyond extreme range. It can't fire.
Beyond the gates
So-
of extreme range.
I'm at -2 for it being extreme, -2 for a battlefield, but I'm at +2 for the targeters, so I'm gonna hit on 4s or lower and have to reroll. So that was a 3, 2, 3. Wow. So I have to reroll all of them because he's down. Oh, let's whip the ball, everything else. So lucky. And Concord.
You know what? Like, I should have probably won this by maneuvering. I chose to hunker down, and now I feel like I kind of have to continue hunkering down or just lose immediately. So I'm going to attempt to advance into this forest. 5s. Ah!
Jeez Louise.
Well, I move halfway into the forest. So I have advanced into the forest. I'm going to be shooting the bulk of my shots at the Vardanari, but I am also going to throw one more Hail Mary shot out at Kevin's farthest Damari squad. 1s and 2s on the Damari.
Nothing.
And then just 1 on the Lance.
Nothing.
Oh god. I'm just doing minor adjustments on my MIDI probes.
Yep, that was the last dice he had. We just decided to.
Yeah, throw Kevin's out there.
And my last unit is this Damari squad right here. I am going to use my last squad of Damari to execute a fire order. They're going to be shooting over this rebel into his unit of infantry that tried to murder my targeters.
Kevin is placing his template on my leader.
It's only going to be 1s to hit. I keep rolling 2s. That's the point. So let's see how it deviates.
Deviate.
Fire order, so it's deviating to D5. And that is 3 inches that way. I think I hit someone else.
No,
Yes.
yes, you definitely did.
So
Oh,
I get
goodness.
2 pins on the drone.
Yeah.
Now my mag guns are finally in a better spot. They have extreme range, which is -2, but there's no battlefield or intervening terrain anymore. So, or no, there's absolutely intervening terrain. I'm sorry. So I'm at only 1s or 2s to hit. Nope. My brave Vardanari have taken 4 pins from their own exhaustion and enemy fire and were rendered down. So I'm going to try to get them back up. I need a 4 or lower. 8. Nope. So they stay down and I only lose a single pin.
I have a down order over here, 6 or lower. Hey!
lose both.
Yeah!
Turn 3 might be the massacre turn. We have 6 Concord dice and 8 Freeborn dice going into the bag.
And it's Freeborn.
I'm going to block you! You've been blocked!
No human warmth on the dice.
I just am firmly of the belief that human warmth residue lingers on blocked die.
Oh, it's
Oh,
still
of course
Freeborn.
it is!
These Damari that are just out in the open, led by Bucky the Fire Eater, are going to fire order at that Concord unit with the 2 targeters, because right now the way that it's set up is I can technically have an easier time at hitting his weapons drone as well.
Okay, I'm gonna run to cover. 7s on my initiative test.
Oh,
Oh! I don't think that does anything. I'm going to not attempt, I will run and sprint behind that building, but I must see if I get a pin from it. 5s. I'm fine. They didn't get to fire back, but they have achieved a safe position.
Concord.
I'm going to do an advance order with this robot, attempting to get to right here, but he will have to roll his agility.
Heals.
6s. Fine.
And the final position. Who are you shooting at now?
I'm going to be shooting at your Damari that just did a firing order.
I figured as much. They can't see behind the tree, but they are out in the open. So you are at
Long
range. So it's going to be -2.
Long range, 6s down to 4s. One hit.
So 1 hit. So I am going to, let's see here. My res is 6. Down to 3.
Not really worth the take on a leader, right?
30% chances, as opposed to just taking a casualty. Yeah, because he can't shoot at that range either.
Yeah, that's actually fair.
Yeah, I'm gonna have Bucky take it. And
Bucky's dead, but
Bucky's super dead. That's okay.
He's all injured from punching.
It doesn't change their command, so he has the tough job. He jumped in front of his troops. Freeborn. My cannon is going to attempt a fire order on his squad of Concord, the furthest in the back.
I'm a dash to cover. I do. Historically, I've failed these agility tests to get through the forest. Oh, I do it. Yes. Also, it's a sprint. Yes.
There you go.
I'm gonna make it there, no problem.
Yep, so he is now obscured at least. So I still get to shoot.
Yep.
And
so
it's
I made
going to
it
be
harder for Kevin to hit. Also, he has to reroll hits because I've sprinted.
Yeah, these little turds. So you are probably within 30 inches now, though, so I'm no longer at long range, and I'm at a fire order.
Nope, still outside of 30.
Okay, so I was at 5, +1 for being a fire order, but now it is -2 for obscuring area terrain and -1 for me being at long range. So I'm actually going to hit on a 1, 2, or 3. I hit, but I have to re-roll that now because he was sprinting. I hit with a
no, dude.
So not on a leader.
Okay.
And
so
I'm at
7.
5. Yeah, you're dead.
Dead. Oh god, dude.
And pink missed
Oh
someone.
no.
Oh wait, no, that was the Lancer. That was a total.
Oh yeah, no duh.
So Lance dead. That would suck so bad. It would be like he turned into shins with feet attached to them in just like one instance.
Oh god. Oh boy.
He tried.
Oh
He tried
no.
so hard.
Did they though? They actually did. They sprinted well. Yeah.
That's Concord again.
Okay. Moving my med probes to cover this unit. Oh god. I'm a bad Concord player. I didn't do good.
That's bad luck.
I don't know. It was also very much bad positioning.
Freeborn.
So now that I know I have quite a bit of initiative, I'm going to take advantage of targets that haven't or cannot move. So those two are going to. Oh,
Oh
how did I
goodness.
do that? Where did the base go?
It's-
It dematerialized. That was bizarre. Okay, so these two probes are going to touch. This targeter is going to just pop right over and seal the doom of this drone.
Predictably Freeborn. That single targeter probe on the drone was a gamble, but I have the initiative, so I'm going to take advantage of it before he moves with a fire order with this Damari squad into that weapon drone.
Sling net going first.
There's too much in the way. I'm only going to be hitting on a 1. And I don't. It's a D5 -1. Please deviate to the right just a touch. Nope. So that's 3 -1 is 2. So
So
it's
it's
going to go up and hit him. So that's 2.
Putting him to 6 pins.
Yes.
No, 5 pins. So my mag guns are continue with being at extreme range, which is -2, a battlefield, which is -2, but they get +2 for 1 being a fire order and 1 having that targeter drone on them, so they're at 4s or lower. So 1 hit, and now he must save on like 9.
Ooh.
He's fine.
He's fine.
Freeborn again.
I've never had this many units out in the open and doing this well, so they're gonna fire at his Concord troops that have 2 targeter probes to try to thin their numbers out. And it obviously is sling net first. So that shell's aimed right at the leader. I am at minus a bunch, so it's gonna be 1s to hit. So it doesn't hit, let's see where it deviates. So I've aimed at the leader. There's really no hope in it deviating far enough to hit something else with the 2 targeter probes. So it's a D5 -2. So it's
It hits.
5, yeah, it's gonna hit them for sure. So they take 2 more pins, bringing their total up to
3 pins.
3 pins. So his move was to get out of that mag cannon shot, but he is right in the fire pan now. We use fire pans in space. So my mag guns are actually now at, it's 6s for the fire order, -1 for long range, -2 for it being intervening. So I'm at 3s to hit with my mag guns, and then my plasma pistol is actually at extreme range, so I can hit on a 1 or 2. So let's see how I do. So that is 1 hit with a mag gun. So you can take it on your leader, or our regular dude because you have medja probes. Yeah, don't waste your leader.
That'd be stupid.
So
Fine.
he's fine. So
But I do take 2 pins from
Yeah.
all of that.
Freeborn again, and I'm going to use this order to have this firing line in the woods fire as well
at those poor gentlemen. Same deal, aiming at the leader with the sling net shot, so it is at -4 overhead, -2 overhead, -2 intervening, and -2 extreme, only hit on a 1. And I miss again on a 5, and let's see where it deviates. Deviates at D5 -2. So that's 2 inches -2,
Yep.
so it's a direct hit. And I caused 2 more pins with the sling net.
So I'm at 5 pins. So I'm just immediately gonna take that down order because this happens first.
Oh, you're fine.
They're fine.
So you didn't take another.
Actually, I would have really liked to go down because then you would be rerolling your hits.
So I actually missed with everything.
Oh,
So you're lucky, but it's still rough for you.
yeah.
Freeborn, and I'm gonna start raining down the big rounds.
The big rounds.
So firing with the
they are
back
pretty
unit,
big rounds.
it is going to be real ammunition against, you guessed it, that same Concord unit.
Yo, yeah.
I messed up the take, but I rolled a 1, which is the only thing I can hit. So it's a direct hit with the regular round. It's going to generate 5 hits, Sergey.
5 hits. So I'm taking 2 on my leader and 3 on regular guys. Oh, hey.
Hey, you're all fine.
I'm all fine.
But you do take a 6th pin, and you have to take a test or go down, or be forced down, I think. So you fail that time. So
Yeah, so I am forced down with 6 pins on me.
Concord.
Oh, God. I think I'm just going to do a run and a sprint to try to advance with these guys. Because, I mean, to this point, I'm desperate.
You're gonna run and a sprint to advance. How confusing can you get, sir?
That's
What are
right.
you doing?
I'm doing a run with a sprint.
Get an agility test, my friend.
Can you escape from the horrid wood that's plagued your whole army?
Yep, need 5s to advance to the woods.
Damn it!
you
I can't even move!
Oh, my God.
Oh, that's terrible. You gotta roll a sprint check still.
Yeah, because I did sprint.
Oh, you gotta.
So I hot moved and got the pin.
This is the worst forest in the whole of Omega Viridian. You cannot escape its horrid grass.
Wow.
Oh, man.
You get the last.
Alright, I
one,
get a
so
recovery order.
Here you go.
Let's just roll it.
You got. Oh!
Hey! Does that mean I just recover everything?
No, you get an extra pen
Okay.
taken off. So. Oh my god.
3
so you
pins.
only lose 3
Oh
pins.
my God.
If you're having a hard time with Antares, just don't forget that Bancroft reformism is the way to be.
Yeah, the priestly orthodoxy has taken some heavy blows in this battle.
So I'm going to attempt to just wipe you out. Oh, I don't have sling net for my X launcher. I can't wipe you out unless I force you down again, which is probably going to happen. So I'm dropping another round of regular ammunition on his 4-man team.
That's fair. Side note, we totally stole that joke from John Roberts once again. Thanks, John Roberts!
Only hitting on ones. I thought I rolled a D6 for a second, so I missed. So let's see where it deviates. Aiming at the leader, and it's going to deviate a D5 -2, so it hits directly, and it is going to
That should
immediately
hit
cost
your damn targeters.
1 pin.
When you fire into somebody who has targeters with overhead, it should totally
I
consume
communicate
them.
with them ahead of time.
Yeah, they're like,
So-
oh no, time to dip.
Only 1 hit, so that's nice for you. So it's
On my
gonna be
leader.
on the leader, yep. Or on a regular guy,
Fine.
you can, so you're fine. It doesn't matter.
But
But you
I
have to
have to
take
take
a
an order
test.
test. Wait, did you hit with?
No, I hit
No,
with
it wasn't
regular
similar.
shot.
Okay, okay.
So. Oh.
Hey, I lose a
My
pin.
God.
Hey.
So much. Okay, so that's not bad. You might recover. See? You never know.
I mean, does it matter if I recover though?
Yeah, I guess.
Like,
so,
look at this.
real quick, recovery order.
Or yeah, down order. You mean?
Down orders now. My Vardanori were still down. It's a 5 or lower. Yeah, so I lose a pin and get the dice back. So they're back in the fight.
Yeah, and
never-
my unit.
Oh,
No,
they don't lose it.
They don't even lose a pin. What is happening?
Concord has 6 dice, and Freeborn got 9. Let's see how turn 4 goes.
This has been Concord's final demise in D minor.
in D minor.
In D minor.
It is me.
Oh, would have guessed it. I don't
gonna-
have a block anymore.
I don't want to stop taking advantage of you to be able to move potentially. So
Yeah.
I am going to fire with.
I mean, anyone with sling net insta gives them, right? Because they have 6
Oh, you're
up
right.
to 8.
So we'll go right here, do a fire order, and I'm just gonna go over here. So let's see what happens. So I missed, obviously. We're gonna deviate. So it's 3 inches, but let's see what that looks like. Yeah, that comes right about there. It totally whiffs.
Yep.
But that
I'm clinging on.
Yep. They were the ones that are 30 inches in, so we're at 3s to hit with the
I feel
gun.
like the Scotsman in Braveheart who like mooned the British and then got shot in the ass by a crossbow bolt. That's how I feel right now.
So
One done,
one hits, but I have to re-roll because you were. Oh no, you're not down.
Nope.
Just kidding. So there you go. We forgot he was down, and we get that dice out of the bag again. Oh crap! I still hit you.
And with a lucky, no less.
So I'll hit just. It doesn't really matter. You have med probe, so I'll shoot one of your normal dude. Or no, I'll shoot your leader. Screw it. I want him. I want him dead. Yeah, re-roll. Oh, I did it. You take a pin, and you got to take a test. You're still not halfway down. So you take another pin.
Yep, because I'm forced down again.
And so
that kills me.
Is out. So
the dirge in D minor is reaching a crescendo.
It's Freeborn again. I'm gonna try to do something. The Vardanari never get to do anything. So
It's because you're worthless.
I'm going to try to do an advance order because he's gonna react otherwise, and I have to pass a 6 or lower to even take the order, and I don't.
So you go down.
So they're going down. And oh my god.
this game
They
is
never
ridiculous.
do anything. So
Freeborn again. It doesn't matter.
I'll have these dudes that are out in the open. We'll have them move do an advance order up and shoot at your drone because he was the one that killed their pal Bucky.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. Don't worry. He did a save for his cloning check. So they are fine. They lose that pin. I'm gonna move them up just 5 inches so they can come after him, and that puts me at 30, and that means I am going to be -2 or 1 for long range, but I'm -2 for his darn battlefield. So I'm only hitting on 2s with my mag guns. And you know what? I'm just gonna shoot that sling that ammunition directly because he's not gonna hit anything. Oh, whoops, sorry. So, oh wow. So I got 2 hits. I'm gonna destroy the battlefield with this one, and then you save on that one. He's fine because his res is way up there.
No.
It's another Freeborn. I will then use this dice to fire with them at your weapons drone over there. Oh! So I hit with a freaking lucky. It doesn't really matter. And that's just 2 pins automatically. My mag guns are still only hitting on a 1. Oh, 1 mag gun hit. That is it. Oh wait, that's a.
I'm
1.
fine.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna get rid of your battlefield.
Oh, okay, that makes sense.
So, Concord.
All right. I'm not completely out of this yet. There is a very slim chance that maybe I could come back, but
We'll see.
In order to do that, I am going to advance semi-backwards here
Okay.
and fire at Kevin's
Ooh,
exposed unit over there.
out in the open.
Firing scatter shots down the field. I will taste some Domari blood. I'm hitting on long range rapid fire, so 3s.
Ooh, that's
Not
2
good.
hits, 3 hits.
Yeah.
4 hits. That's not bad.
No, just 3. 3 hits.
Okay. So, I'll just keep it like this. So I have saves of 6.
The
Is
lucky
6.
is going to go in the next launcher guy.
Oh, okay. So that's him. So he is
He's
fine. The other dude is
Dead.
not fine. My leader
It's
is
fine. So I killed
Yes.
one guy.
got a pin.
Uh-oh.
Was probably Bucky's best friend. No. Freeborn. My mag cannon will rotate in place, firing at his weapon drone in the distance. I'm at 7s for a or 6s for a fire order, is brought down by 1 because I'm at long range. 5s to hit, and it's a lucky. It doesn't matter, but
Yeah.
that means that I have to roll 2 dice now. Dead.
Okay, I think any sane pan-human would understand that I have lost this fracas. Kevin, good game. You beat the crap out of me.
It was good to get back to a match fight.
It was good for you. It was terrible for me.
So I think what I gleaned from that
Yeah.
is don't underestimate the potential difficulty of exiting terrain, because literally,
So the lesson you should take from that is don't put your whole army in difficult terrain, particularly if you have a bunch of battlefields and great armor. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I was going for a win more, and it ended up being a lose everything.
lose everything. Well, yeah, because I did kind of josh him the moment after, because Sergey, you were so lucky to get that first dice.
I was, yeah.
Because
Well,
if you would have got the first dice,
Yeah.
his units were so packed together.
You know
I
what
would have
this-
guaranteed hit you with that
Yeah.
ammo.
You know what this really was, I think, is a classic case of me underestimating my opponent. I did not realize just how insanely good the Damari squads are at a range. They kind of almost play like super long range guard without armor on, because they just pin.
Well, in
pin,
the sense
pin,
that,
pin.
yeah, sling the ammo really does mimic in many ways the same functionality as distortion shots.
It doesn't mess up.
They're not as deadly because you don't get any. You can't ever kill anybody with them, unless you like pin them out. But
Yeah, but it doesn't matter.
No, it doesn't
matter. I couldn't do anything. He essentially just pressed a suppression net down across my entire army and slowly pink misted guys off with a cannon.
And the Damari also operate in a very similar nature to Algorand AI infantry, although I will say that the AI infantry, they're more expensive, but they're also more reliable because you get two shots with sling. If you're using sling net, that is.
And they are also have better armor.
Yeah, they have more toughness, which in all honesty, I'll tell you that is the
It didn't
one
matter
thing.
here.
Yeah, the one thing that I took away from this fight that was made me the most happy was I literally came into the fight kind of basically assuming I was going to lose. Just because the fact that you're talking about the best Antares.
You're going to have to excuse that. It's really hot in here. There was like a tropical storm.
It's
not that we're tropical.
There's no winter.
There's no trees.
We're definitely in a temperate zone.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I really did look at the other side of the field, see the Concord and their technological prowess, and assumed that my Damari were about to get cut
That's
down
what I assumed too.
in a lot, but really it's you can take advantage of their numbers. They do have one more member per squad, so it really turns into a lot of firepower.
Yeah.
I missed a lot, but it didn't matter because those extra dice in every shooting, helped the chances. And they really synergized well with the targeter probes. I keep going through phases in Antares where
me too.
Where I'm like, targeters
I love
are great.
them. I hate them.
Targeters are terrible. Yeah, because when you're talking about like the intel societies, you want to bring medical probes, but the
medical
targeters
probes are amazing. But my medical probes did not do nothing in this battle. There's one more point I want to make that was something that I don't think I really realized before. C3 are not really like a long-range army. They're a medium-range army.
Yeah.
These guys are a long-range army.
Yeah.
Algorand are a long-range army. C3 have a really good range band where they're super effective, but it's not at extreme range. You don't want to be that far away.
Well, and it's true too, because really when you think about how this Freeborn force operates, because this is really basic infantry and basic choices for support, so it is a good...
Yeah, this wasn't a fancy army.
No, it's a good illustration of what the meat and potatoes of a Freeborn army is going to behave, or how they're going to behave, rather, because you really do want to keep the enemy at a range. I wanted to keep him at a range because the moment he gets closer, that's when my lack of armor and his prowess as far as strike value for his weapons really comes into play. So it's like, when you're the Freeborn, keep him at bay with those pins from Slingnet. I don't know. Yeah. I'm just very surprised.
That's the exact mistake I made. I thought I wanted to keep you at bay, which was stupid.
As always, if you liked watching the battle report, which we hope you did, please like the video. And if you like the content that we're putting out here at the Tabletop Warlords, please consider subscribing to our channel. If you ring the bell, you're going to get notifications each and every time we post something new here on YouTube.
If you want to support this channel even further, please consider becoming one of our patrons. Even $1 a month really goes a long way with all this stuff.
And on that note, we are happy to welcome a new patron today.
That's right, Jason Hall has been summoned through the nether by the scent of pan-human blood that washes Omega Verity.
We really appreciate it, Jason. We cannot thank you enough for the support.
And thank you to all of our other fine patrons. You're our favorites.